Hear that? Is that America cheering or a sausage patty sizzling to perfection? It's time to cheer for Egg McMuffin and fresh cracked eggs at McDonald's. It's time to wake up to the aroma of freshly baked biscuits and treat yourself to a real honest-to-goodness morning meal. Breakfast, it's on at McDonald's. Now get any breakfast sandwich for just $2. Available only through the app. Mobile order and pay available at participating McDonald's. McD app download and registration required.
The level of connection you feel in your home dramatically influences your experiences there. Get the tools to control that connection in your communities with the first multifamily platform that unifies management and resident experiences to create smart apartments. Talk to a RealPage consultant today to see how your properties can meet the future of multifamily with the Smart Building Suite.
And raw and just,
Okay.
yeah, not apple pie, just the, broccoli, not broccoli with fake, all this stuff, just
Okay.
keep it to the basics.
Okay, thanks for all the information, y'all.
Most certainly.
Good morning.
Hey, Rising.
Good morning, Dr. Trey.
Good morning, Dr. Trash.
Rising.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, wonderful, beautiful people. Thank you so much for joining us. Can I get a sound check real quick? Can somebody yell out, do something for me?
Yell out, yell out, yell out.
I love y'all. Y'all are the greatest in the world, for real. Thank each and every one of you so much for joining us for our daily morning meeting. Do we have any new faces this morning? Let's see. Nope, all family on this day. All right. Look, not yet. You sure right, not yet. Well, since we are all family on this wonderful, beautiful, amazing, cold as all our knows weather. It's cold outside, y'all. It's cold, for real. I have on 2 layers and some socks. I don't wear socks.
I just want to say, if it is cold in Texas, it is cold in Texas. This thing is not really playing with me then. Okay.
No, it's cold for real. I have on 2 layers. 2 layers, y'all, too. I don't like stuff on my feet. I get talked about all the time because it could be 50 some odd degrees outside and I will still walk around here in some flip-flops or a jacket. But this morning, I had to put on some socks. I got talked about because I walked in here looking like the church lady. You know how back in the day, the church ladies wore the tights, the stockings that was so dark that they look like tights and you can't see that. Yeah, I walked in here looking like that. I sure did. I had no shame either. Had on my heels with my socks. No shame. Because it's cold. No shame at all.
I'm leaving that all alone, Grace. Go on, help her, because she looked like she wanted to say something.
With that being said, I'm grateful for each and every one of you. Antonio, this morning I was joking with him. He had this jacket on. He said one of my friends bought it for him. I was like, what friend? And then he told me her name. I was like, well, I was gonna say, I told Antonio I have family and a soap. Oh, okay. He told me to stop. Oh, look, Antonio filtered me. I never needed to be filtered before. Look at that. Jerome, your face is priceless. Y'all know I don't ever need to be filtered. I got filtered. Like, wait a minute. But anyways, thank each and every one of you for joining me and joining us on this amazing morning. On our daily morning meetings are the ones where Antonio, you actually get the inside scoop on our actual daily morning meetings, the stuff that people really don't hear about when it comes to companies. So I want to thank each and every one of you. Whatever you hear during this morning, please take notes, steal it. Whatever you need to do to build your company and make your company successful. If there's anything that Antonio says that you're like, okay, well, Antonio, why do you do it that way? Ask those questions because you're getting the inside scoop. Imagine if you were sitting at the morning table when Google had their daily meetings. Imagine if you were sitting at Apple's daily meetings. You're sitting at the ATSJR company's daily meetings. You're seeing from the inside how we built, or how Antonio started and we built this multi-million-dollar company. Ask your questions. And I'm repeating this to you, and I want you to understand the sincerity when we say steal from us. Ask questions. If there's something you hear Chris say all the time, take it, use it, so that way you can grow your companies. If Antonio says, we're going in this direction and you want to know why, ask him why. Because once he breaks down to you why, then you can apply that same why to your company and move it forward. So ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, I now present to you the one, the only, our founder, our CEO, the man who is forever imitated but can never be duplicated, Mr. Antonio T. Smith Jr.
Thank you so much. Multitasking is.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Is Namdi and Steve on? Steve is on. Okay. All right. Tell Steve, this is Steve on Line app. Outstanding. Let's see. Give me a second, y'all. Hold on. I suck at multitasking. Give me 1 second. Steve, I'm creating you a company email, but it's not. Well, anyway, I'm creating you a very important company email right now as we speak. Be very important moving forward for reasons that I will explain now, but more of them won't be explained because I don't have time. And even if I did tell all of you, you just, I don't know, you just probably wouldn't get it. So we will just go from there. Let's see, let's see, is Steve one of my friends? No. Is he one of, is he in a national directors group? Let me see. Hold on, y'all. All right, there you go. All right, Steve, I hope you use Line app, because if you don't, you're about to start using it now. So here we go. All right, so I will finish your email. Remind me, put it right on that board, create Steve email and Namdi email. And that will work so far. Now, let's talk back office staff right now. Your CRM is complete. That is complete. Yes. It's 100% complete. I own it because I built it. So there you go. It is 100% complete. It is, remember when my brain works weirdly. Sometime I'll throw a test out there. I forget what company it was, but I had y'all on some task manager. I forget what it was. I don't know. Y'all remember it though. I had all you doing tasks and stuff, and I wanted to see how that worked and how you respond to it. Yeah, this was about 6 months ago, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember the name of it because it was irrelevant, because it was never my intention to keep that. It was always my intention to see your reaction to it. Okay, let me explain to you how I work, and how I work will frustrate some of you. Oh, it will. I'm absolutely frustrating somebody right now. But how I works for me. Do you understand? It works for me. I'm always looking for your honest answer, and it's rare that I can get your honest answer as a boss. Not sure if y'all know that, but when you're the boss, you don't really get honest answers unless somebody is really upset, and then right before they quit, you get all they honest answers. You know what? Yeah, I don't like and another thing, right? Something like that. But besides that, so I tested you all with that. I don't remember what it was. I don't remember what it was. It was something. But I took those features and more, and now we got our own. Yes, and I'm very proud of it. It's one of my greatest things to this day, and it's not something I can wait till May to release because we need it now. So you will be able to see all sorts of stuff happening. Plus, that will allow us to be in more of alignment. Okay. Here are my current problems right now that I'm well, they're already fixed, but I haven't rolled out the fixes. I need to make sure Steve feels like he's in the office. And that's a daunting task because he's across the pond. It's a lot of water between us, and where he is probably a lot of snow between us too. Okay, he showed you pictures, so it's real snow. That's that TV snow.
Nice and clear today.
Nice and clear. All right. Well, not in Texas, surprisingly.
All the snow's gone, and it's about 2 degrees centigrade.
Wow. 2 degrees centigrade. So that, in your language, that is negative 27, maybe. There you go. Yeah. Go ahead, Stack. Let me hear from you.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Just wanted to stop by and give everyone some positive energy. You know what I'm saying? I love being here. How you doing, Antonio?
I'm doing pretty good, my man. Appreciate you. Yeah, Stack is tearing it up on Instagram. Tearing it up for sure. Appreciate you, man.
The things out on all digital platforms, so I'll send you the link, all the beats and stuff.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna be ripping some beats up for him. Now I'm gonna give you I've got all these moving pieces, but in order for it to make sense, let me just explain to you how I work, which is frustrating for some. But if you just let it unravel, you'll be fine. I'm always looking for raw input. I need that rawness, that data, so I can make decisions or at least make the best decisions. Now, I don't need to be super informed or inundated with information. I just need to know what you're thinking and how you react to what you're thinking. For instance, let me see if I'm going to try to make up a clever quote here. Clever quote on the spot. Let's see. How you treat me shows me your perception. How I respond to how you treat me shows you my awareness.
I get you.
Okay.
All right, come on.
Good. So I just made it up. I figured if I just play with the words perception and awareness, it'll work. I'm always looking for that second part. How do you respond to what I'm doing so I can see your awareness, so I can then invent something in your awareness? Ashley wants me to say it again. How you treat me shows me your perception. How I respond to how you treat me shows you my awareness. And that's facts. Yeah, I sent Law his company email. So your new company emails are going to have, there's a big vision moving forward, a bigger one, like even bigger. And so you have been assigned those emails accordingly. And it's under AntonioTSmithJr.com. Okay, I did it for 2 reasons. One, for prestige. So people like Shaker can actually have my name attached to his email and people know he's in charge. You know what I'm saying? So when Jerry shoots out an email, it's coming from the domain. So I did that on purpose. Like, imagine being, feelatgod.com. Yes. Not quite the right
I think he actually has that email.
Okay, there it is. He's got an inside connect. He's got an inside connect. Definitely.
No, I actually have god@phil.com.
Oh, there it is. Oh, that was so clever. Yeah, definitely. So basically, the CRM, in fact, I'll show you a little bit of it real quick, just so you can see. Where is it? I saw her curls. They were popping, wasn't they? Yes, her curls were nice and popping. She just, oh, I gotta get, there we go. Get on. All right, here's the CRM. I gotta be careful. I'm always in, when I invent something, I'm always in a super admin mode, and I got to show y'all. So this is what you all will see. Okay, this isn't for everybody, obviously. This is what you all, oh, it's plenty. It's plenty. This is pleasing to Susan. I actually took most of the feedback, huh? Oh, to the money. Yeah, to the money. Yeah, I actually got most of my feedback from Susan, and she don't even know it. Yeah, she don't even know it. I took, that's what I was saying. So my style, I'll kind of throw you out there and see who likes what, who reacts to what. And I fixed a lot of things because Susan wanted a lot of things. Right? Wanted a lot of things. So I added all that in her, latest finished to-dos, money, where invoices are not, past due invoices, paid invoices, all that stuff, reminders, even support tickets, announcements. This is Susan ready. You understand? Susan ready. You can even track sales, proposals, make notes. You get it? Even a section here for subscriptions. Well, I'll tell you all that. I have plans. But just
wow. I like it.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. But just
now,
know,
you send us the temporary username and password.
Not yet. If the meeting, so basically 8:00 came too fast. Yes. So I was able to create your emails, but I haven't come here and then created you all into the system. So right now it's just, both my super users. So
this looks nice and easy to follow.
Yes, ma'am. Sure is. For sure. And there you have it right here, right? So there you go. Cool, right? Yeah. I think it's cool. Cool. Outstanding. So there you have it there. And then let's see. So here's the options. And then you can have just all sorts of stuff, man. It's just pretty cool. So there you have it. Cool. All right. So that's that. Know that. So there's a reason why I do these things. I hate monthly bills. They are despicable. I don't like them. I view monthly bills as car notes. And we all know that the devil invented 4 things: traffic, car notes, wet socks, and cheap cheese. It's a fact. You can look it up. You can Google it. I know it for sure. I bet you, listen, I bet you nobody like wet socks. Who likes wet socks? In traffic, all that is just, I think like the 4. Oh, and cheap toilet paper. There you go. 1-ply toilet paper. There you go. There it is. All inventions of the devil. There you go. That's my story. I'm sticking.
That's the stuff that crumbles up on you.
Yeah,
it just
buddy.
Breaks.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. So that's my story. Even though, we have a serious conversation about the devil, and you really hate me after that conversation, but there you go. So cool. So that's that. Basically, here's what I've done, y'all. I got a vision that's set out way out there, like it's off screen. It's like way off screen out there, and I'm moving towards that now. Truthfully, I've been moving towards that. This is what you're supposed to be stealing, y'all. I've been moving towards it, but I can't just move me at this point. I have to move pieces. Get it? I was ready to start moving super fast with the Bureau of Dominant Speakers in September last year. I was ready then, but my system was not ready. I'm teaching now. You understand? This was my plan, Jerome. Software released by March 2020. Troubleshoot. Boom, boom, boom. It's all good. Excel. And then same energy on ATS. Put it on now on Bureau. And then now make the Bureau catch up. And then now they're competing, so to speak, etc. And then something else, which will come up with something else. Well, it's obvious with the ATS TV is obvious. If you don't know enough about me, you just look at the way I move. ATS TV is obvious if you can see that. But basically, none of that happened because the software, the system couldn't handle it. You got to be, see, y'all be wanting to move, but can't handle walking. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that, right? You can't do that. So what's going to happen is one of the next immediate moves is somewhere around March-ish, you will see the system being able to handle everything. And by handle, I mean 40,000 people a minute, okay, or at least an hour. And then you'll see a little bit, and then you'll see me shift to a lot of Bureau. I haven't even got started with the Bureau of Dominant Speakers. You haven't seen anything. You haven't seen anything at all, okay? Anything at all. Essentially, for most of you, a few of you are getting AntonioTSmithJr.com emails. Why? Because the future is so bright. Here's how I build, y'all. I stopped building.
Find everything okay?
Whenever you shop Meijer, you shop for your entire community. You help feed your neighbors by stocking local food pantries through the Simply Give program. You help support organizations like Kids Food Basket that provide meals to children in need. Whenever you shop Meijer, you don't just feed yourself. You help feed your neighbors in need.
Thanks for shopping with us.
Learn more at Meijer.com.
The level of connection you feel in your home dramatically influences your experiences there. Get the tools to control that connection in your communities with the first multifamily platform that unifies management and resident experiences to create smart apartments. Talk to a RealPage consultant today to see how your properties can meet the future of multifamily with the Smart Building Suite.
Building me, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, maybe? Yeah, maybe 4 years ago. What is this? This 2021. So 5 years ago. I stopped building me 5 years ago. Deanna was actually talking about it this morning. And in 2016, we shifted. What did we shift to?
The business university.
ATS. We shifted. I said, let's build ATS. When do you feel is a good time to add CRM to your team? What CRM would you suggest using when ready? Good question. At the beginning, I would add a CRM at the beginning. If you can afford to do so, private ask her. I didn't call out this time. Yeah. I didn't go, John just asked me. Right. No. Not at the beginning, but the answer is a little more detailed though. At the beginning, because let's see. All right, let me give you the millionaire answer because I'm trying to dumb it down, but you don't need to dumb down. It's not that you want people on the same page. That's kind of understood, right? You don't start a CRM to have people on the same page because it's like assumed they should be on the same page. So the CRM would just put you on the same page visually. Does that make sense? That's assumed. You also don't give people a CRM to allow them to be more efficient at their job. That's also assumed. This just makes them more accountable plus efficient visually. The real reason that you create a CRM is to add to your bottom line. There is no other reason. Yes, ma'am.
Can you remind me what CRM stands for?
Customer relationship manager. Yeah. Customer relationship manager. It's Infusionsoft, Salesforce. Well, Salesforce is one hell of a CRM. Salesforce is a CRM with an email marketing camp. All right, so let me back all the way up there. An email marketing system is like MailChimp. Y'all familiar with MailChimp, right? That just means emails, boom, come out. And then, of course, you can establish relationships with people there. A customer relationship manager, I'm sure that's what it means. Customer relationship manager. Go ahead, Dion.
Will you be offering the CRM as a software to purchase?
Oh, if I do offer it, it would most certainly be for purchase. If I do offer it, typically I would give it away for free. I haven't decided yet, and I'm not sure if I'm going to offer it because I have to, maybe to hide people, I basically have to get in on your servers, go to the cPanel and install it and make sure you have all extensions on, all sorts of stuff. So it's not something that, it's not a plug-in. It's a raw code. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a raw code. We can communicate after this here. Yes, ma'am, we can. But if I did, I would charge you a flat fee or monthly. Go ahead, Jerome.
But Antonio, if you did that, which I know you're capable of doing that because you're a pretty smart guy, it also means that if you've got to go into their server to kind of do it yourself to make sure it's correct, then you've got to follow up when they run into a problem or something comes up, which means you got to take time for something else in order to do that.
You understand, which means I got to charge you monthly, don't it?
You do.
So that's it. Yeah, exactly. Some of this stuff, I would say about 90% of when I upgrade, I give it away for free because that's the model. That's the model, right? But this CRM is like cloud services. You understand? It's something that you have to charge for. It's something that you have to charge for. Sticking in the same. I'm only talking about the CRM this morning because we only got an hour. Plus, why you need to do things, and then I'm giving you tips on how to speed up your company still for me. So back to Ashley. It's all about adding to your bottom line. All those other things are golden, superfluous kudos, right? They're just fantastic things that will help you out in the future. Did I just break up?
You did, but you came back.
Okay, yeah, it just told me my internet's unstable. Yeah, nah, sorry. Now, I guess it's all the cold weather. Nah, it's probably had nothing to do with it. So you want to add to the bottom line, Ashley. So it's basically, so the question the question being asked is, hey, Adrian, how fast do you want to make money? Now, Adrian says right now, of course, because she's a goon. You understand? She said you keep
I'm
on
about to say,
playing.
I was just checking. Was that hypothetically? Because I was about to say right now.
I know. Look. And then this should tell me privately, you better be lucky you ain't meet me 10 years ago because I'd have took your money, right? You understand? And I'm just joking, but that's what I would have said to her. Right?
You know, that's why I love you, though. That's why I love you. That's why I love you, because you know me so well.
Antonio. Oops.
He froze.
Susan, I thought it was just me. I was looking at Grace's face and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, they froze.
Yeah, they're stuck. They're like,
While the cat's away, the mice can play.
Hey, but what he was saying was that if I had met him 10 years ago, it would have been different. And he knew I would have been a person that say, I'm gonna take over. But now, you know, I'm learning now because I did something dumb 10 years ago and that didn't help me too much. And I'm here with the ATS. Are we still stuck? Because you know the cats can play.
No, we're not stuck. They stuck.
They are definitely stuck because we are all here.
Look
We're
at
glad
that.
you're here with us, Adrian.
Is
Hey,
anyone have a question that
right.
we can help with?
Susan, that's a great picture. Picture is
Yes, I
looks
was going to
really
ask you,
good.
Susan. What
They're
is that?
logging back
It's
in.
nice and clean.
Are they back?
Everything is getting back
They're
on.
logging back on. She just called me.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
logging back on.
Yeah.
Monica,
But you don't tell.
Monica, do they have to? Do they have to, Monica?
Right. Tell them we got this.
Hey, I hear it all day. You get the good end. You get the morning part.
Listen,
Hey,
it
Monica.
starts like this. I could imagine what it looks like at 2. And then when we were about to get ready for like the evening, I could just only imagine.
And then at the end of the night, right, Susan, we have an 8 o'clock call. So we're on the phone from 8 to 9 too, p.m.
That's 9 to 10 for us.
Oh, 9 to 10 for you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, and it's, sometimes you're like, you got to put it on your calendar so that you get a ding so that you remember, because by that time you're kind of settled down.
I was just thinking about that. That would be great to have a calendar for us new people that haven't been here for months and years to know when the meetings actually are, so we can plan our life around them.
Well, we're going to try to organize it better once we get everybody on Vibin, and then be able to communicate there a lot easier. But yes, I know what you mean about the calendar. But since we keep adding, sometimes they keep adding calls, it would add to the calendar. We'd have to update that calendar. So, but yes, once we move everybody to Vibin, I think it's going to be a lot smoother and easier, instead of using Facebook and using private groups and Messenger.
And whatever calendar you use, like I use Google Calendar from Gmail.
Yes, I have Google Calendar as well. It could be electronic calendar.
Yeah, you could just put that in and just put the login, because like this call every morning, it's the exact same login information. So you can actually put the link in there or just the login information so and then you can schedule all your appointments there. And that's what I do. And when we're working with a client and we set up a time to meet, I immediately send out you can send an email through there so that they get that confirmation for the calendar. So that's a good one. And I'm sure there are some other ones. Are you guys back?
Yeah, that's an easy process.
Oh, yeah. Are they back yet? I was going to ask one question.
Are you all back?
Yes.
Somebody need to call me later on. Somebody call me later on to find out how to get that ATS fighting line on my thing. I'm done with y'all. I want my back. Somebody call me later.
Yes, ma'am, Miss Adrian.
We're glad y'all came back.
Cats were away, the mice were playing.
Oh, really? All right.
It's funny to tell Antonio, I try to think his thought. I try to finish his thought.
So if someone can please reach out to Miss Adrian and walk her through how to get the fight lines in her background, Miss Susan. All right, Miss Susan.
Well, what I was saying about what you were talking with the CRM and people asking, you want to capture all the information, whether you put it in an Excel spreadsheet right now, but name, phone number, email, and then any notes that you have about that person as you contact them. What you're doing is you're creating, your list of people, and that can then be put into whatever CRM system you use. So when you create sales funnels, you have all that information in one place, and you can actually then connect that through sales funnel depending on what you use. So again, using a calendar, the Google Calendar that you have for your meetings and for the ATS meetings, and then an Excel spreadsheet or some way to keep track of all the information, all the people that you connect with. And every time that you have an appointment or a meeting with them, you make notes in there. And that makes it easier. You're building that. Without an email list and names of people, you don't really have a business. That's what makes the business flow. You have to have them.
better tell them, Miss Susan. Don't tell them again. What, as an example of what Miss Susan is talking about, when I schedule Antonio's podcast interviews, I actually have an Excel document where I put the day I sent the first request, the name of the show, the description of the show, who my contact is, what their email address is. If I have a phone number, that goes in there as well. And then I have stats of the shows, how many episodes that they've sent out, how many episodes that they've already produced, you know, who their audience is. Like, when I say who their audience is, their demographic, is it an older audience? Is it an international audience? Is it, 20% male, 80% female? Like, all that information goes in there. I also document how they act, like how they actually release it. So is it recorded? Is it webcast? Is it live? Like, I have that information on there. The actual website for their podcast on top of the website for the show. Some people actually have two separate ones. They have like a YouTube that they do that they actually send out to everyone, but then they have like an actual website for the actual. I document all that all on a spreadsheet. So now that that Antonio has created the CRM for us, guess where all that information is going? Guess how I'm going to keep up with the correspondence? Because when they respond to me, I go in and I color code. I color code it. So if they've responded, it goes into blue. If he's actually done the podcast, it goes into like green, or I believe I have it for purple, and then I put the actual link to his episode when it goes live. So now, instead of me doing all of that on a spreadsheet, guess what I get to do? I get to put it in the CRM. So what Miss Susan was saying is absolutely true. Before you even get a CRM, find a system to document everything. If you have a spreadsheet for customers, a spreadsheet for vendors, depending on what kind of business you're in, a spreadsheet for interviews, if you can even do it for your podcast, have a spreadsheet just for your interviews. Who you have that you're interviewing, who you have that, did you actually interview them yet? Have a spreadsheet for your personal interviews. I was on this show on this day at this time. Here's the link to it, the topic that we discussed. Like, make sure you document all of that, because what if someone comes to you and say, hey, what was the last show you was on? For my speakers, your keynotes, have a spreadsheet keeping that documented. Because when you reach out to someone, or if you have like a Speaker Hub account, they're going to ask you to send over, if you have what is it called? My brain just went blank real quick. A recording of your last keynote. They're going to ask you, hey, can you send us your last keynote? Because they want to see you. They want to see your stage presence, and they want to see how you interact. So if you have documentation of all of that, you can easily go in, get the link, pick it, and upload it. So before you get your CRM, you should have some mode of documentation, like Miss Susan was saying. Because like she was saying, your business is your name, phone numbers, and email addresses. Without those,
Deanna?
Yes, ma'am.
What I use is Office 360, where you get all of that in one. So, you can set up, and that's a really good system. It has everything in there. And then for people to get a spreadsheet, I don't know what other ways you can Google it. If you if for those of you that have a business that you really want some system, look at Office 360 or 365, and that has everything in one place.
Yes. Go ahead.
Oh, Dion. Well, I know that if you don't have Office 360, Google has the spreadsheets, the docs, pretty much everything that 360 has, and it's free. So,
yes.
And you can use it like anywhere on any device. as long as you have Google access.
There you go. Google Docs are awesome. 360 is amazing. Try them out to see what works for you, because it don't see which one is user friendly for you, because not everybody loves Google Docs, not everybody loves 360. So see what works for you. You have to see what works for you. Test them out, do a demo if you can. Yes, it's pros and cons. Yes, it's always, Miss Ashley, there's always pros and cons. So like for me, I'm super excited about the CRM that Antonio created, because I've tested and tried a few different CRMs, and I'm like, yeah, Antonio said he don't like not one of them. I didn't either, because I'm sitting here, I'm like, this doesn't have, oh my goodness, like this doesn't have everything I need. This one has this, but I need this to go with this. This has this, I need this to go with this. I'm looking at
regardless of anything, just make sure you get a spreadsheet and start documenting your contacts. You will be glad you did.
Definitely, Miss Susan. Miss Ashley asks, is the data in the spreadsheets import prior to creating the CRM? You get the CRM first and then you import, because you want to make sure you have your system in place. We want to make sure that you have all of the technical kinks worked out before you start importing. And then once you import, then you have to work out those technical kinks. So so you import after your CRM is in place. And again, you don't want to test a CRM with all of your information in there thinking, oh, this is going to be perfect, and then run into a hiccup, move to another CRM. Now you have your business all over the place. Test them out first, like really do the demos, take about 7 days to test it out, see if it works for you, because you don't want to import all of your data, send logins to your teams, and now your teams have all these different logins and they're not sure which software to use. So you do the testing first, you demo everything first, and then once you know, okay, this is the one, because you also have to learn it before you go to your employees and teach them. You don't want everyone on there at the same time. You want, when they come in, you want to make sure you're the expert in whatever you're teaching your team. So once they get in, you want to be like, okay, hey, look, this is what I'm doing. This is how this works. I'm going to put your assignment here. You're going to do it over here. You're going to put the update here, and then you're going to click it here to say you have it done. And then on my end, I'm going to see this, because you have to make sure once you have a system, you have to create a system for your employees to be able to flow through it. Yes, sir, Mr. Jerry, go ahead.
I just wanted to say, I'm so excited. Just can't hide it.
That's actually one of my favorite songs.
I'm about to lose control and I think I like it.
Come on now. I love it. Mr. Antonio, the floor is back to be yours.
Why, thank you. We had to restart the whole modem. But let's see. Yes, money is the reason you get a CRM. Despite what people say, it is all about, now that it's up there, not only are people motivated to do more, but you can now hold them accountable to do more. You understand? All right. It's all about the bottom line. Don't ever get that twisted. It is all about.
Hear that? Is that America cheering or a sausage patty sizzling to perfection? It's time to cheer for Egg McMuffin and fresh cracked eggs at McDonald's. It's time to wake up to the aroma of freshly baked biscuits and treat yourself to a real honest-to-goodness morning meal. Breakfast, it's on at McDonald's. Now get any breakfast sandwich for just $2. Available only through the app. Mobile order and pay available at participating McDonald's. McD app download and registration required.
The level of connection you feel in your home dramatically influences your experiences there. Get the tools to control that connection in your communities with the first multifamily platform that unifies management and resident experiences to create smart apartments. Talk to a RealPage consultant today to see how your properties can meet the future of multifamily with the Smart Building Suite.